The dude outside learned how to do this with the military. He's real good at it. You get one of these snare drum. It's called The Music of You. Y-E-A-U-X. He's outside. You can put this here or here. Which tuning would it be with these strings? It's an octave open. And the fucking... Are you good at how good you get at that with the military yet? That's something that I'm not concerned with, or not on my list of things to care about. Versus what that other recording. That other recording, I believe that it will be better and more sound audible to listen to. I actually don't like this pitch. It's not sound audible. This is something that they taught me to when I was a kid. That on that Bar Rittamore tape, the thing right here. That they put, that whatever the fuck that they did with that, or whatever the fuck you want to think that you did with that, compared to other stuff that I do specifically remember. It's all this shit about videos that you remember, how to distinguish them. Do they ever tell people about that? Do they ever finish doing that? Do they ever relay the reference? I mean, that you gotta imagine that could only went on by the time you're from no more than 5 years old or whatever else that it is. And that they're actually showing to babies to make it more brainwashing them in their dreams or whatever else that it is. And these tapes that they play at these people, that these babies, apparently they're doing it to everybody from 1985, that there's only a 1985, or that there's the 1960s. I mean, you gotta think that there's the 1960s, or that they're abducting people from some weird part of Europe, that they do the same culture and the same music everywhere. Probably not the 1960s or whatever else. That is... this music that I was specifically showed the reference points on this synthesizer thing to do that other performance from when I was a kid and do this stuff. So this is another tuning that they have here. I was thinking about doing it wherever else it is. I found a few ways I was thinking about doing this. This tuning, that other particular thing, actually really doesn't go along with that snare drum exercise pretty well. I've been actually writing about wanting to do it to whoever is people call it, is it called, what is it called? That people, whatever is fucking with me or whatever else that it is. So whatever else that it is, I have no idea what that shit is. That if you're burning Iraq because of that, that you're burning Iraq because that people because I harassed people is you. That's a weird situation. What's going on in my neck of the woods right now? That it's probably not real. I'm sorry that if anything is burning in Iraq for you, from what that I'm doing. I can't imagine that that's a real situation from certain times that I've told. Having been the person that created this painting or whatever else that it is, having been created the person that created this painting, or having been taught how to do the painting and fucking seeing whatever. Glad that they have references to clouds that shit that can do on YouTube. That could be some type of like explosion disaster thing or whatever else that it is. I kind of feel like it's probably not, or that what is some other picture? Oh, it's some fucking jet flying fucking military faggot outside or whatever else that it is that doesn't believe in it. So I mean that you're gonna take your kids or whatever. That I'm getting harassed because of this. That I'm getting harassed with EMF. The dude just went and yelled outside. I'm getting harassed by internet hackers that are watching my house on an X-ray camera, definitively told to me by the people next doors outside next doors that are putting it on the camera on this fucking camera right here, which you can put in this amp through a delay pedal and have it be looking fucking loud. So whatever the fuck that is, like you're probably not burning Iraq. That has to be pretty funny. I heard that they did that in a previous generation with a U that had one of these paintings when they used to make the U that had these paintings kill himself. When there was less recycled poop or whatever else that it is, when that they still had first flat screen TVs or some shit like that, before that they had advanced recycling techniques or whatever. Maybe they had that before too, before they had TVs, they had recycling before TVs. So whatever the fuck that is with shit like that and other fucking... that before 2060 is a third world country or some shit. You'd imagine they can recycle paper or whatever, or maybe they don't do that with the ink or whatever else that it is, that ink is paint or some shit, so they don't do books that many times and they're gonna go 1,000 years off or some shit, that they have enough backlogged shit that I could kill myself and their kids could paint again and have a good time and not learn to draw and do the Lysergy team service to remember some video. That's great. That's great stuff that these fucking people are driving around with cars with no mufflers doing shit. Little girl that can't paint on anymore on bus because she's grounded from her dad that might not like me, how much she actually care about doing that shit or paying attention. Saw the video, could see the video anyways, or whatever the fuck else that it is. So I mean, like, this shit's so fucking dumb or whatever, that what they told me on that message board and what they put in front of me and shit like that, so fucking offensive. Whatever the fuck this is, like, that, like, I have no idea. That I don't think that this will be good, that I don't like this pitch particularly compared to other music or compared to other pitches. You say, oh, that they have, like, indie rock music or hardcore music a lot of times, that it doesn't blend in between. Sometimes it does. Sometimes that there are bands that are indie and hard or whatever, that the flatter bands or whatever, the only bands I can think of is Piebald or whatever, which has yelling parts like that before 2060. So whatever is going on in this third world piece of shit country on my YouTube, that has to be nice. I'm pretty sure that was the end result of like Tom Petty being taught by music instructors. And how are you gonna meet Tom Petty to know that he's dead in his fucking mansion or whatever else that it is? So that shit's like fucked up and stupid at that point. Whatever the hell that this is, if it gets uploaded to YouTube, and probably listen to it or whatever else that it is. So I don't know. That's not very good, and that I might use this tape again, or I'm gonna try to record some other stuff that way. That's really discouraging fucking shit fucking outside or whatever else that it is, that I'll always have that other recording too, and that's something that's fucking special to me, that I think I might be getting harassed with EMF hooked up to the shit that's on my headphones with a satellite with fucking faggot hackers from Iraq or some shit that are raising their fucking kids with Botox in their face right now, doing fucking the 80s or like the 70s or some fucking era or some shit. So I mean, whatever the fuck that is,